Hey guys, it's Nolan here with another segment of new products at FishUSA. We've got a bunch of new and exciting bass and walleye products that I'm looking forward to showing you guys, so let's jump right into it. So BFS is a term you guys might have heard getting thrown around a lot lately. What it stands for is bait finesse system. All it really is finesse fishing with a casting reel, and it's a technique that's exploded in popularity recently. If you're interested in learning more about it, we've got an article published on fishusa.com that goes into some serious depth about it, so I'll link that below if you're interested in reading it. Anyways, Megabass took notice of this technique exploding and came out with an entire line of BFS specific baits, so let's take a close look at each one. So let's start with a topwater bait that's going to get you a lot more bites when they're feeding on small bait fish. We've got the Megabass Dog X Junior Coeo here. It's an excellent walking action topwater, also paired up with a click knock sound. That's going to perfectly represent small bait fish in distress. You can walk this bait really quickly without fouling it up on the front treble there like a lot of other topwaters do. The Dog X Junior Coeo isn't the only topwater in the Megabass BFS lineup though. We've got the Baby Pop X here. It's a downsized version of the original Pop X, which is an absolutely killer popper. If you've never used it, you've got to. But if you love that Pop X and you can think of a scenario where you're going to want a little bit smaller one, you're going to want to give this a shot. It's really just a smaller version of it. So there's also two jerkbaits in the Megabass BFS lineup as well. We've got the X70 and the X80 Junior. The X70 right here is a very shallow diver. It gets down there just 1 to 2 foot, but it's perfectly suspending, so you can give it really long pauses. It's got a pretty flat body too, and what that's going to do is give it a lot more flash, so it really has a bigger presence for how small it is. It's only 2 3/4 inches. We've also got the X80 Junior here, which is just a 2.6-inch version of the original X80. It's a great option for when you need a little bit deeper diving finesse jerkbait. It'll get down there about 3 feet, so a little bit deeper than the X70. When thrown on 6-pound test, the lighter the line, the deeper you're going to be able to get your bait to dive. It also suspends perfectly though, so you can pause it for a really long time. And even though it's a little bit shorter than the X70, it's a bit heavier and a little bit taller to give it a slightly larger profile. So finishing out the Megabass BFS lineup, we've got 2 crankbaits, the SRX Griffin and the MRX Griffin. The SRX Griffin is a shallow diving floating crankbait with a round lip that allows it to deflect like a pinball off structure. The MRX Griffin has similar action to the SRX, but it doesn't have any problem diving to 7 foot on 6-pound test. Now it takes a special kind of casting reel to throw baits that light and line that light. So we got a new reel here that's going to be a champ at throwing those small finesse baits in that light line. It's the Shimano Aldebaran BFS. So you may have heard of the Aldebaran before, really high quality, excellent reel. Now we've got it in a BFS version. It's loaded with features such as a finesse tune brake and mag light spool to allow it to use super light line and throw super light baits. It's also got a super shallow spool that's going to help to load it up with 6-8 pound fluorocarbon and 10-pound braid. It's going to be an absolute killer BFS reel, maybe the best one on the market at the moment. Now let's check out some of the hot new walleye products that we've just brought on. First up, we've got the brand new Northland Eye Candy Plastics. They're durable, soft, buoyant, made specifically for targeting walleyes. This thing will actually stretch to 24 inches. This is the jig crawler, by the way. So this just shows you how durable it is. I mean, you can catch 1,000,000 walleyes on that, and it's going to stay in perfect shape. We've also got the double tail curly grub here. It's the same kind of plastic, same kind of material, same durability. There's also going to be multiple more additions to the Eye Candy family that you'll have to stay tuned to find out. Another new Northland product, the Mr. Walleye Floatin' Harness. It's beefed up with 17-pound leader and quality hooks, so you can fish it no problem on the Great Lakes and anywhere else that you might be targeting big walleyes. It's got a big Indiana blade on there, and as the name implies, it floats. So it's going to be great on your bottom bouncers, great on your Carolina rigs, anywhere where you want to keep it just a little bit up off the bottom. This is going to be a killer harness for you. Next up, we got another brand new harness. This one's from VMC, and it's called the Tech Set. Comes standard with super sharp and strong VMC hooks, high quality Indiana blades, and UV bright finishes on some models for better visibility in those low light conditions. It's a really good harness for when you want to go a little more finesse because it comes stock with a 60-inch, 12-pound Suffix mono leader, and the hooks are just a little bit smaller. So if you need to go a little bit more finesse, want to downsize, this is a great harness for you. We have the floating model here, so this one's also going to be great for your Carolina rigs or your bottom bouncers when you want to keep it just a little bit higher up off the bottom. All right, guys, that's it for this week. But as you all know, we're constantly adding new products almost daily. You can check them out on the new products tab on our homepage. You can subscribe to our email list, keep up with our social channels. Those are going to be the places you're going to see all the new products we're bringing on first. Whether you're a bass fisherman, walleye fisherman, crappie fisherman, salmon, steelhead, it does not matter. We have products for you, and we are constantly bringing in the newest, hottest products. So keep an eye on all of those platforms. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.